You see, morality is this thing that everybody wants to be perfect at. Everybody even like pretends they're perfect at, even when in reality they know they're not. You see a lot of people online that say they're morally fucking. It's fake virtue, right? It's virtue signaling, but it's fake. It's so fucking fake, dude. I I'm very open with saying that I'm not a very moral person at times. I'm trying, but I'm a sinner. I know that I've done bad things, and I know I'm probably gonna keep doing bad things, whether intentionally or unintentionally. And I'm trying to fix that, and I'm trying to do more good than bad, but I'm not trying to be perfect because I know I can't. Jesus didn't make us perfect. God didn't make us perfect. Jesus was perfect. He didn't sin into our his whole life, and he died for our sins. This video is not going to be about religion, but so many people try to virtue signal, and it kind of pisses me off. It's like you cheating on your girlfriend. I, as your friend, can't tell you that you're a dickhead because I don't know the story behind it. I don't know if she cheated on you first and you just wanted her to feel the same. I don't think you're a bad person. I think you're good. Like, I wouldn't do it, but if you want to do it, go ahead. I personally don't involve in this drama, but I don't think that's a bad thing to do. Now, listen, there are some things that are non-negotiable. There are some things that are obviously bad, right? Like raping is bad, pedophilia is bad. We know that these things, there's no excuse for them. But we know that there are some things, the majority of things depend on the story. And everybody's moral compass sees it differently. Everybody sees it different. If that dude who cheated on his girlfriend because she cheated first, some people would just break up with her. Some people would forgive her, you know? There are some dudes that would forgive a girl for cheating because they don't see it as morally as bad. Whereas I see it as bad, that's unacceptable. Some guys don't. And listen, that's okay. That's okay, bro. You know, I'm not here to judge somebody's decision making because if I don't know their whole life story, who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? You know, I feel like people are judging people and criticizing people on their moral decisions when they themselves got skeletons in their closet, you know? And the worst thing about it is when you're criticizing somebody else's moral decisions, you're saying maybe like what's like the word I'm looking for? Not subconsciously, you're indirectly saying that your moral decisions are perfect. If you have the if you have the time to criticize somebody else, because if you know that you're not perfect, you don't have time to criticize somebody else. You need to think about yourself. I'm not out here. Okay, listen. Again, I'm a hypocrite. Sometimes I do. Sometimes sometimes I just criticize somebody and then I realize that what the fuck am I doing, man? I'm not perfect either. Sometimes I leave comments and I delete them, you know? Sometimes I see that I've been hypocritical and I take it back. Sometimes I apologize. Sometimes I hurt people and I have to apologize because I genuinely feel sorry. Again, that's another thing. You don't apologize for things you don't feel sorry for. If I hurt somebody, but I don't feel sorry for because they had it coming or anything, I will not apologize, you know? And I feel like having a talk like this about morality is pretty important. So, what I want to get out to you is stop judging people because you deep down know you're not perfect. I don't know what bad things you've done more than you know it. Nobody else on this earth knows all the bad things that you did except yourself. And a true hypocrite is a person that is able to shut it down, to ignore all of that, just to criticize somebody else and pretend that he's perfect. Where deep down in his soul, he knows he isn't. He knows he isn't. So having the nerve, maybe listen, I've done some bad things, right? I've done some things I'm not proud of, and I've shared a lot of those stories with you guys. So who would I be If I'm trying to give an example, but I'm not sure which example to give because there are so many and so many different situations. I mean, dude, if some guy is selling a course and he half-assed it, yes, that's morally wrong. He's not giving the people their value. But maybe in his eyes, he thought he was doing the right thing. Maybe in his eyes, he saw it as maximum effort and he didn't realize he half-assed it. He didn't realize it. Now, it will be morally wrong when you know you didn't put in your all and you just decide to put it out there. That's morally wrong. But there are people who actually think they're putting 100% effort when they're only putting like 30%. And they think because they haven't achieved that new level of effort, they haven't pushed their limits yet. So they're not bad people for it, they're weak people. They need to become stronger, more fearless. And the way you prevent yourself from getting scammed is if you buy some listen, if you buy the book from David Goggins, Can't Hurt Me, you know you're not getting scammed. You know there's a lot of value in it. Because that motherfucker knows what true effort is, and you know that he's putting 100% effort into this one. You know it. You know it. If you buy a book from I don't even know who, I'm not gonna name names, but somebody, a pussy. If you buy a book from a pussy that's never tried hard at anything, and then you buy a course or a book or a seminar or anything from him, I'd be more, how should I say, I'd be more concerned then, right? Somebody got rich quick by an accident, by luck, um, and they didn't have to try that hard for it as some other people did. That's when you know they probably won't try as hard for a course or a seminar for the book. So you have to buy products from people who know what true effort is, who have a track record of winning, who say they're gonna post every day and they do for a year straight, and they keep all their promises, and even when it's hard, they keep doing it. Those are the people who you should buy from. Those are the people you should trust your money. Don't trust a guy that said, I'm gonna stream every day, and then 2 days later he takes 2 days off, or a day off. And then every month he takes a couple of days off. Don't trust that guy because he didn't deliver on his promise. So if he says that this course is gonna change your life, you see a track record of losing on delivering on his promises. So he's probably gonna not deliver on his promise to you. Probably gonna fail to deliver on his promise that his book is gonna make you rich. You should not trust those people. So yeah. One more thing, I don't think that books can make you rich. I think the knowledge from the books applied correctly will make you rich. There are some people that read a book and with all their knowledge, they write it down, they keep looking over it, they keep remembering it, and in business they apply it, and they got rich because they implemented it, not because they read a book. Because same person can read that book, but if he doesn't want to take action because he's a lazy person, he's not gonna get rich. So did the author of the book scam him? No, because some people got rich the fact that they implemented it, but he never promised people just read this book and $1 million is gonna appear in your bank account. You don't have to do anything for it. No, read this book and implement what I told you, and you're gonna get that $1 million. You're gonna earn it. That's not a scam. That's just the wrong people getting the wrong message out of it. And whose fault is it? Is it the person who didn't take time, who half-assed the effort into researching the book, the author, etc.? I hope that has made sense. I just want to get this out to you. Something to think about. Morality. Everybody sees it different through different lenses. Everybody had a different life story. So it's quite hypocritical of you to quite hypocritical of you to judge somebody else's moral compass when you haven't lived their life. You don't know the bad and good things they did. So yeah, they're the opposite to that, right? Everybody, when they do something good, they want to brag about it. But then there's people like Andrew Tate who didn't brag about Tate Pledge, although he donated to the charity way more than all of his haters combined. And he didn't brag about it. He didn't brag about a lot of good things that he did. And people see as a bad person. And because the haters only highlight the bad things that he did. And there are people who hide the bad things that they did, like Logan Paul with Crypto Zoo, with Prime and Lunchley making it unhealthy, and he doesn't give a shit, and he pretends it's healthy, all this stuff. There are like different people that hide different things. If you see somebody not bragging about something good they did and not being afraid to show their flaws, that's honestly somebody I would trust. Something to think about. May God bless you, and I'll see you on the next one.